be glowing. Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. So, have you heard the word menopause? Have you heard the word before? Okay, so I'm going to give you just some few seconds to digest this word first. Then we'll come back to it. So let's break it down. Meno comes from the word menstrual and pause means to stop. So menopause is when a woman's period stops, like pause. Then today we are talking all about women. But even if you're not a woman, stick around. This is a very important knowledge you can share with your partner. Welcome back to Chini Enclave channel, where we always share useful health tips to keep you informed and to help you feel your best all the time. So stay tuned for more insights on your health and well-being. So this topic, menopause, is a topic that we cannot run away from so long as you're a woman. It is one of the most, I would say, significant yet often misunderstood phases in a woman's life. Yeah, in our journey, is inevitable. So many people, when they hear it, when they hear the word, they are afraid. Others embrace it. But all of us will experience it in one way or the other. Others, we must. Is a phase, is a stage we must all go through. So my goal today is to educate you, to encourage everyone, especially women, and to empower every woman out there, regardless of how old you are, regardless of your class or cultural background, to understand this menopause. Prepare for it, not only understanding it, and manage it in a healthy way. Let me quickly give you an anatomy. Okay, rather, let me not use the word anatomy. Everything about the uterus, everything you have to know to understand about this organ, the reproductive organ called the uterus. Once you are able to understand this, it will help you to understand more about menopause and to know why you as a woman will experience this phase in your life. So let's get to the uterus, because the uterus is where everything begins. No uterus, no menopause. So let's get back to it. The uterus is just a small pear-shaped organ in a woman's lower belly. It's between the urinary bladder and your rectum. So it plays a very important role in pregnancy and during our menstrual cycle. The two key parts of the uterus you must know to fully understand this menopause are the endometrium and the ovaries. So talking about the endometrium, from the name endo, is just the inner lining of the uterus. This inner lining thickens each month for pregnancy. So as long as you are in your reproductive age, this must happen to you. And if pregnancy doesn't happen, this lining, inner lining of the endometrium, shades off as menstruation. That is what you always see every month as your period. The second key part is the ovaries. So this ovaries is where your eggs as a woman are produced. The ovaries are just two small, tiny organs located at either side of the uterus. They produce important hormones like the estrogen. I hope you've heard that before. Progesterone and a small amount of testosterone. These hormones help to regulate our menstrual cycle, help to protect pregnancy and overall female health. That's why we glow in our reproductive age. Now, we are going to pay more attention on this particular hormone called estrogen. This is the main hormone that is responsible for menopause. Two questions comes up. How and why? How does it happen? Menopause, happens when the ovaries. Do you remember what I said about the ovaries before? When these ovaries slow down and eventually stop producing eggs and also producing this hormone, estrogen and progesterone and all of them, there is a hormonal decline, that's decreased hormone. Do you know what decreased hormone causes? They lead to so many things in the body. They lead to irregular periods, before they stop completely. They lead to these hot flushes, the night sweats, and the mood swings that occurs during menopause is because of this lowered estrogen level. A woman becomes tacky. You find out that everything irritates you. It causes vaginal dryness. And also, there is one thing we forget that estrogen does. It helps our bone to maintain its strength and its moisture. So, what is the next question that arises? Why does menopause occur? It's very important to know why it happens. So when it starts happening to you, it's something you should be proud of and not something you should be scared of. So you know that we women, we are born with all the eggs we will ever have. So as we age, as women age, the number and quality of these eggs declines. By the time a woman approaches around age 44, 45, the ovaries start running out of viable eggs. And also the hormone production drops, leading to end of menstruation. So this is simply why menopause is a natural change. So it happens as estrogen level falls, like as the hormone level drops, and our uterus stops its reproductive work. As being said, do not be scared of all these processes, I would say, these physiologies. And menopause is just diagnosed when a woman has when you have like 12 consecutive months without your menstrual period, and the one is no longer able to conceive naturally. So, how do I know that mine is approaching? So, I want you to always remember these things. Now, there are many factors that influences menopause. Many factors make it to come early, to stop late. But I'm going to discuss few of them. Genetics, number one. Your family history matters. So your family history matters a lot. Have you asked your mom what age has started? Your grandmom and other older female family members. It counts. Of course, you definitely have to trace whether yours is fast approaching or late coming. The number two is your lifestyle. Some factors like your body weight. Do you smoke? Smoking? Alcohol consumption, and the physical exercises, they can influence the timing of this menopause. So have you seen the need to always come to this channel for a healthy tips on how to choose a healthy lifestyle already? Come on, you'll enjoy it. Then number three is there are some certain medical conditions like a surgical removal of ovaries due to disease, tumor and all those, uterus, some cancer treatments, and there's some autoimmune diseases. They can really cause early menopause or late menopause. Then this question of when does it start arises. Sometimes it can start as early as 40 years, some before 40 years, but be assured that we have stages. The perimenopause starts as early as age 40. The early menopause occurs between 40 and 45 years. Then the natural menopause typically occurs around age 51. In all this, be well assured that menopause doesn't happen overnight. We have 3 stages to it. Of course, it will knock. It will help you to prepare your mind to embrace it, rather to be scared of it. Then the first stage is the perimenopause. When we talk about peri, it means transitioning stage, your transitioning phase. It means that you are, stepping into it, progressing into it, shifting into this phase. So, this starts several years before the real cocoa, before the real menopause. And it's usually in the late 40s, but can start earlier, according to what we discussed earlier. Then the second stage is menopause. Menopause is the official menopause that we are treating today. Here, the ovaries stop releasing estrogen, stop releasing eggs completely, and the hormones falls drastically, like significantly, and the symptoms intensify. But they are manageable with the right knowledge and the right care. Then the third and final phase is the post-menopause. When we talk about post, after. So this is the life after menopause. So this starts after the real menopause has happened, and it lasts for the rest of a woman's life. Now, some of these symptoms we discussed about, they improve, just like I said, with good management, with healthy lifestyles, but there are some that will not improve and they need medical attention. Some, like your bone loss, the intensity of bone, they may not improve. And this is where you have to seek a medical attention. You have to consult your physician. So we are going to discuss now the general signs and symptoms of menopause. So this menopause affects every woman differently. Some will have mild symptoms, and others will experience it in a very intensified way, and others in moderate ways. But be rest assured that it is not the same in every woman. So number one symptom is the irregular periods. Just like we've discussed, your period become unpredictable before stopping completely. We have hot flushes and night sweats. This sudden warmth, sweating, and flushing of the skin. We have mood swing and irritability. That's why some people, when they're in the menopause, they are so irritable. Their emotions are up and down. Every single little thing upsets them and irritates them. Is because of these hormonal decrease and changes. We have a vaginal dryness and discomfort. This can cause pain during intimacy and sometimes may lead to infection. We have weight gain and slower metabolism. There's the fat tends to accumulate around the belly, which is this annoying fat. That's why you have to engage yourself in more of exercise. We have memory issues. One forgets a simple detail. We have some sleep disturbances. Some find it difficult falling asleep and remaining asleep. Then sometimes some people that have thick hair start experiencing thinning of their hairs and their skin start getting dry. All this glowing nature of a woman start disappearing. Not every woman will experience all these symptoms, and their intensities, it varies from person to person. Menopause, let's just know, is just a natural state of life that you and me will experience someday, and every woman experiences. By preparing ourselves, making healthy lifestyle choices, and supporting one another as a woman, we can turn this menopause into a powerful transition rather than a struggle. So let's break this stigma, share the knowledge, and celebrate the beauty of every stage of womanhood. It's amazing that you listen to the end of this teaching, and this is for your knowledge. This is your I need to know, you need to know. If you need any more special advice and care for any signs and symptoms, please visit your physician or specialist for further consultation. It's very important. Join us in the next video on how to manage all these signs and symptoms of menopause. Women are beautiful. Keep glowing because you're a woman. Keep glowing and keep maintaining yourself. In all things, be happy because you are a woman. Thank you for joining us. Bye.